The community investment tax, there's a lot of talk about it right now. What exactly is it?
The community investment tax is something that is critical to the future success, not only of the city of Tampa, but Temple Terrace and Plant City and Hillsborough County. Those three cities are within Hillsborough County. So this tax was passed back almost 30 years ago now. It will expire in 2026. And so the first time it went through, it incorporated the things that you would think, paying for some transportation solutions, public safety, parks and recreation, those types of things. It was voted down when the football stadium, Raymond James Stadium, was included. It passed the second go round, which is actually very interesting because now that it's up for renewal, nobody wants a sports stadium. They don't want to fund a new sports stadium out of that community investment tax. So people's thoughts have changed since the initial passing of it. But it is a half penny sales tax, of which an estimated 20% or more is paid by individuals outside of Hillsborough County. So that's through tourist tax, people visiting our city, workers coming in, or our county. So, I call that free money. But the estimated, it is going on the ballot 2024, this November. It has got to pass because the needs aren't going away. So they've got to be funded in some manner. And if this community investment tax was not renewed, the approximate $800 million that the city of Tampa is going to recognize from this half penny sales tax over the next 15 years would have to come from somewhere. So that means a raise in property taxes. That's got to come from somewhere. And what is funded by this is our public safety vehicles, our police, our fire, also renovations to our fire stations, to our police districts and headquarters. Transportation, we've put a lot more in this 15-year CIT for transportation than we had in the past CIT. And then our parks and recreation as well. So, and we have contractual mandates to pay for the maintenance of Raymond James and Amalie Arena. So that is contractual. So if this CIT didn't pass, we still have to come up with that money that we are contractually obligated to pay for the maintenance of those two facilities.
Go one slide up, Tyler. So this was not, so this is the current 96 to 2024. This is what has been paid for the current CIT. To me, looking at these where the funding is going, right? Art, stormwater, transportation, public safety, sounds non-negotiable. I mean, we need these services. We can't live without them. If the money comes from somewhere else, I mean, where would it come from? Can you talk about that? Like, what would we do?
We would have to have another source for that.
We have to create another tax.
There's no way that we can cut the budget to accommodate these costs.
I mean, it's not a small number
happen.
At all. That we're talking about a lot of funding for for
approximately $800 million over the next 15 years for the city, just for the city of Tampa. That's not Hillsborough County, Plant City, or Temple Terrace.
Now, is it an increase in tax? Is it the same level of tax? What's the difference between the old CIT and the renewal?
It's exactly the same in the amount. It's a half penny sales tax, so it would just be a continuation of that. The original one was for 30 years. This one will be for 15 years. And then the differences for us is just that particular pie. We've taken some of the elements off of it. We basically, as you saw from the other pie chart that's on there. It's broken down into public safety vehicles, transportation, and transportation is just for the maintenance of our paving and our roadways. There won't be any transportation systems in that funding. Public safety facilities, that's mainly for our fire stations that haven't been addressed in 50, 60 years in some cases. And then our parks and recreation facilities. We have 193 parks in the city of Tampa. 193. It's amazing. That's amazing. What our community wants.
And it's a lot to take care of, too.
It is a lot to take care of. And then, as I said, our contractual obligations for Raymond James Stadium and Amalie Arena. And we do a public community values survey every single year since our administration has been in office. And every year the needs are always consistent and consistently ranked. Transportation is always up there. Parks and recreation is always up there. Public safety, those types of quality of life issues that people want addressed in our city.
If you enjoyed this clip, click here for the full episode and make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.